What is an academic advising center and how can it help a student succeed in college? Join me today for another campus conversation and we'll find out together. Welcome to Campus Conversation. I'm your host, Dr. Manuel G. Saldivar. Today I'm joined by Ms. Amanda Salinas, Lead Academic Advisor with the Academic Advising Center at UTRGV.
I would say that the Advising Center is a hub of information for the entire community. It's a hub of information for our students, first and foremost, and then it's also a hub of information for just all of the departments that we collaborate with on a daily basis. We're a focal point there, but if we can't help you with your particular issue, we definitely know where to send you the different resources that are available to you to help you to overcome any challenges you might be facing, whether they're a quick fix or something that may be more long-term. At the core of what we do in advising is we really want to develop that student-advisor relationship. For years, we actually have created roadmaps to graduation. And so we find that those are very helpful in helping students to make their academic choices in a timely manner. And so if you didn't get the full scope of it in your orientation session, you will have a lot of opportunity with your advisor to really just get in-depth knowledge of like what that is going to look like on an individual basis, because every student does come in with different experience academically. And so in the fall semester, once you start with us, or in the spring, if you decide to start in the spring, you really, once you're involved in full student life, you really do get the opportunity to become familiar with what to expect from your program of study. As you progress in your career with us here at UTRGV, we do offer, registration checks. So like if you have an idea, you've become familiar with the self-advising tools that we work with in our sessions with you, some of those being your programs of study, of course, your degree works, the roadmaps that we mentioned before, becoming familiar with our general education core curriculum. Even after that, that introduction or the work that we put into helping you to understand those fully, if you still feel that, I'm creating my schedule for the next semester and I feel like I still have a question, I want to make sure I'm on the right track, you can always make an appointment with your advisor to just do a quick check to make sure you're on the right track. We do offer services for all of our population. So a sophomore advising session. We also have advising sessions for our, specifically for our juniors and seniors. Visiting the advising center really at kind of like every point, at least once a year, having that check-in with your advisor is always very beneficial, because we know the things that you should be looking at each point of your career with us. Registration time is something that will prompt students to come in. So it's not necessarily that they're having any particular challenges, but they just want to ensure that they're on the right track. My advice to those students in that instance is do it early, because we do find that it does bottleneck, like right before registration does open. So the earlier that you could get in, I mean, we always, the academic calendar is released, well in advance for you to be able to plan. And you'll find that in working with your advisor, when you plan in a timely manner, things just go a lot smoother. So I know that around late October, we'll open up registration for this spring. So go into your advisor, maybe after midterms, after September, right at the beginning of October, go ahead and visit your advisor to start planning already for spring, for January, and kind of keep that same rhythm throughout the next 4 years. Other times, that we will see an influx of students are if you run into any communications from our other departments, like namely financial aid. If there's any type of appeal that you may need to submit due to a change in status or due to a semester maybe where there was lower performance, financial aid may require some sort of appeal. And so as part of that, documentation that financial aid may need, they may need an advisor review form. Really and truly, if we're not able to help you find that answer, I know that we have contacts or we have connections with faculty members, with other departments within the campus that if you're not still grasping that full understanding through your conversations with us, we can help you to have that knowledge and gain that insight from another individual that would be a better resource, or just have more to offer to you in terms of information as well to help you make those decisions. You will have made your appointment more than likely in advance, or you're going into the center to make an appointment with us. We do have a welcome center, which is manned by academic advising staff, but we also have a peer advisor team. And so those peer advisors are students just like yourself, who are, possibly sophomores, juniors, seniors in different fields around campus, or they belong to different majors. And so they are also part of our team and part of the experience. They're answering our phones, helping to schedule students for appointments. And then also they're there to, as a friendly face, or to help guide you if you have any questions before your advising appointment. They are there. And so I feel like that helps to bring comfort to some of our students who might be intimidated or might be nervous about what to expect by their first experience with us in the advising center. So you have that welcoming presence as soon as you walk into the advising center. And your advisor will come out into the lobby to greet you, and call you by name. They may not know your face, but after that meeting, your name and your face will become more familiar to us. We'll take you back to where all of our advisors are housed. In Southwick, in Edinburg, we have a 2-story building. So we have advisors upstairs, downstairs. In Brownsville, it's just in Maine. We're both working together. It's not just myself telling you what classes to take. I'm helping you to really get a great understanding of your program of study so you can make an informed educational decision on what the rest of your semesters will look like. So if you're one of our first time in college students, whether you're a freshman, sophomore, you had transfer hours and now you're a junior, but it's still your first semester with UTRGV, you will receive a link from us to schedule that appointment. It's very user-friendly, it's really easy. We do have an outline of what to expect in that email, that welcome email. And we'll give you plenty of advance notice before you come in when that invitation or when that appointment will happen. But definitely come in with questions. If you're a person that is just, I don't have to have a handout in my hand, a printout of anything. I may lose paperwork, but I have everything organized in my computer, different documents, PDF forms. Bring that with you. Anything that you've organized for yourself or that you have received from the university, whether it's digital or like an on-paper format, have that organized and bring that in with you to your advising session. Coming in, yes, we will advise you as to which classes you should take, right? But that's not all that we do. We help to guide you to those different resources that might be available to you. So even if it's something that's not necessarily academically themed, like in regards to it's a class that I need, or I'm having an issue registering to this course because it's saying that I'm missing a prerequisite, those little technical issues, we are able to maybe not ourselves help you, right? But we can help to guide you to the different resources that are available to you. If you're experiencing just trouble balancing your semester, right? You have responsibilities, you have a global pandemic over your head, maybe certain family members are ill or have lost their jobs, and so you're worried about them. We can pick up on those things just because we were there at one point. Most of us were there, and so we'll let you know, like, hey, have you ever considered going to the counseling center? They may be able to help you just kind of like gather your thoughts on everything that's going on, and be able to just kind of get a clear mind about how to tackle the different responsibilities that you have on your plate at this time. Going back to that, where, my advisor just, will tell me which classes to take. We won't necessarily just give you a list of paper, like, okay, you are a sophomore, these are the 4 classes that you need to take this semester. Like, no, we're able to help you in so many more ways. You just want to really give us an opportunity to share that knowledge with you. And I feel that a lot of you may be pleasantly surprised. We also like to go to you. We'll set up a table throughout the semester, just like outside of the math classrooms. Let's just say like you're thinking of going into applying to the College of Education, and so there's a few math courses that you need to take. We'll set up a table outside of where that math course is taking place in the fall or the spring, and just set up shop pretty much is what we'll do. And I just use the College of Education as an example, but we do that for really all of our populations that we have on campus or the different majors. And we'll also share with you information about the program requirements for admissions to the College of Education. And we like to do this in advance to the deadline for the application itself. Just to give you that information, to share that with you, to remind you of those deadlines. We call those like advising on the go sessions. We're not able to go very in depth about your specific courses or information, right? We don't want to do that with so many people around, but it may be something that you just have a quick question and we can have that conversation. Or if we find that you would benefit from an advising session, we will have our tablets there with us and we can go ahead and schedule you for one at a time that's convenient for you. For some, they may not have had the opportunity to make an appointment. I was a commuter student. I would work. And so that may be the same for some of you. And I went to class, and right after I had to rush out the door to make it to work, right? But I think having those advisors present where you are is helpful, because I'll have some students like, oh my goodness, I've been meaning to stop by, but you're here, I have a question. So we do that just to help you, because we understand what your experiences are. Also remember, in a mode that's convenient for you. So if you're one of those individuals that's up and back, from work to school or family responsibilities, you have the option for a virtual session, a Zoom session, a phone session, or even a session by email. And so you can talk to someone at one of those advising of the GO events about what that may look like, and then decide to schedule accordingly.
Many thanks to Amanda Salinas for joining us today. Please note the Center's contact information and website are linked in the description box below. If you like this video, please click on the thumbs up below. And if you really like this video, please consider subscribing and turning on notifications by clicking on the bell icon. Subscribers will be automatically notified by YouTube of future videos in this series. I'm Dr. Manuel G. Saldivar, and this has been another Campus Conversation. Thank you for joining us today. I hope you'll join us for future videos.